Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Destiny 2 Season of the Wish video. It is Xur Day, Friday, December the 22nd, 2023, and Xur is back in the EDZ. So let's see what Xur has for us today. Let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Xur can show up in one of three different locations. He can show up in the tower, on Nessus, or right here in the EDZ. And today, he's in the EDZ. So we're going to spawn into the Winding Cove, and you can either parkour up or go through this nice little cave. And right up on top of here will be Xur. He'll be sticking around all the way till reset. So let's see what he has for us today. As always, we have returning the illustrious, illuminous, exotic, and Graham. So you can get out to all those old exotics if you haven't already, my guardian. And we have one random roll for the Hawkmoon exotic. Let's check it out and see what we have this week. We have extended barrel, alloy magazine, snapshots, and combat grip, making this an excellent roll for PvE and for PvP. Pick it up and add it to your collection today. Our weapon of the week is the Cohort Trace rifle. Used to be meta back in the day, and it's still pretty good. Comes with an intrinsic perk called Cold Fusion. This weapon shoots a steady Cold Fusion powered arc laser, dealing more damage the longer it remains on a target. And it does exactly what it's supposed to do, with some other amazing traits on this bad boy as well, making it excellent in PvP and in PvP. Pick it up, add it to your collection today. Next up, we have the Celesne Hog. Is going to be an exotic helmet for that lovely hunter class. Come with the intrinsic perk called the Hawkeye Hack. Precision final blows reduces the cooldown of your super, modifies your golden gun to fire a single high damage shot. Targets defeated by that one shot gives you super energy, and they also explode, which means it's excellent in PvE, and in PvP it's pretty good too. Pick it up and add it to your collection. Next up, we have the Synthesep exotic gauntlets for the Titan class. Coming through intrinsic perk called Biotic Enhancements. When you're surrounded, gain increased melee and super damage, as well as improve weapon handling and reload speed, making it pretty good in PvE and decent in PvP. And we also have the Phil Winters helmet. This one's going to come with the intrinsic perk called Warlords, and power melee final blows create a burst of energy that weakens nearby targets. Finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the radius and the burst of the length of the weakening effect. Pretty good in PvE and decent in PvP. Our weapons is going to start off with the legendary Whispering Slab Combat Bow. This is a lightweight frame, a recursive bow, 68 on impact with an accuracy masterwork on this bad bird with natural swing, agile bow, fiber, glass arrow, straight. We also have hip fire and opening shot, making it pretty good for PvE and decent in PvP. We also have the Wolf Tone Draw. This is going to be another bow, but a combat bow. It's a precision frame with the draw time masterwork on this bad boy, and it also has frenzy too, which is one of my most favorite traits for any weapon. So it's not a god roll, nothing like that, but it still is a pretty fantastic roll, and it should be pretty good in PvE and pretty good in PvP as well. Moving on, we have our Peculiar hand cannon. Now this is a precision frame, so you're going to have really high accuracy, and the recoil shouldn't be too bad. Handling masterwork on this bad boy with some pretty decent traits, more leaning towards the PvE side of things, but it still should be decent in PvP. If you need one, well, here it is. We also have the Number. Haven't been here in quite some time. The future War Cod auto rifle used to be pretty good back in the day. 450 needs a buff in my opinion. We have a range masterwork on this bad boy with some pretty decent traits on this one. We also have high impact reserve, which is pretty excellent on pretty much almost all weapons. So yeah, not a bad roll, not a god roll at all, but pretty decent in my opinion. Pick it up and add it to your collection if you need one. We also have the Explosive Personality Grenade Launcher, and this one is going to be pretty good. It's a wave frame, so that's awesome. And then we also have implosion rounds on it as well, would make this a pretty freaking fantastic roll. Not a god roll, it's leaning more towards the PvE side of things, but since it's a wave frame with implosion rounds, you should be able to get some pretty good kills in PvP as well. Now, we also have the Temptation Hook Sword. One of my most favorite swords is the caster frame with the impact masterwork. So you're going to get some pretty good damage out of this bad boy. And if you don't know what a caster frame is, if you hit R2, you're going to launch a heavy projectile attack, which is really cool. It makes it really good in PvE and in PvP. You can get distance kills, and it's one shot as well. So yeah, pick it up. We also have the Threaded Needle Linear Fusion Rifle. This is going to be a precision frame with the reload masterwork. And this one has some pretty good trace on it that increases the impact damage, which is awesome, and vorpal weapon as well. So it's definitely usable in PvE and in PvP. If you're looking for a linear fusion rifle with a little bit of void damage, this is one for you. Now, when it comes to our legendary armor set, we have the Karos Set, and I'm not gonna lie, it's horrible. The stats are not good, and it doesn't look good for transmog, at least for the Warlock. But on our other Guardians, there are some decent pieces, and some of the stats are decent as well. So I'll show you what they look like for our Titan and our Hunter. So bam, there it is right there for our Warlock. Let's hop on over to our Titan and check out the Karos function arms, the chest piece. We're going to have the mark as well as the helmet and the boots. Now, like I said, these are horrible for transmog, at least in my opinion. I don't think anybody's going to be rocking this, but some of the stats on some of the armor pieces are pretty decent for the Titan and for the Hunter. Here is the Karos Set for our Hunter class, and like I said, some of these are decent, total of 66 on a chest piece. Not bad, not great, but definitely something that you can work with. But as far as the transmog is concerned, it's an acquired taste, so to speak. So boom, there you have it. That is what Xur has for us this week for December 22nd, 2023. Happy holidays, my Guardians. Merry Christmas. I hope you and yours have a wonderful day and a great weekend as always. If you're new to the channel, how you doing, and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. A little wide variety of videos range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.